Dinosaurs, welcome to the first video of 2025! Woo! And since this is the first video of 2025, we have to do the New Year's rewind for 2024. So with that being said, so enjoy the Megcart7 rewind in 2025! Woo! Hello, welcome to the 6th ever Megcart7 rewind. And if you remember from the last 5 Megcart7 rewinds, we're going to take a look back on all the videos that you and Megcart7 did in the year 2024. But before that, it's time for the gingerbread house drop. And this gingerbread house has all the memories of the year 2024. And it is happening now. Looks like we made it to the year 2024, and it's time to look back on all the 2024 videos. And of course, the first video of 2024 was the video where we look back at 2023 videos. And, oh wow, there's like so many memes here. This is so weird! Oh my gosh. Wow. That's so weird. Anyway, the next video of 2024 was also a little New Year's themed, and that is because Megan decided to do a skit related to New Year's, and this is the first time she did this kind of video, and she might do it for this year. I have no idea, but it was a pretty cool second video of the year. And then, like Megan said, for Christmas, she got a bunch of pretty cool gifts. She got some pretty cool technology, like the desktop that she uses in the videos, and the ring light that helps with this video, and also the camera that's filming this very video. And it was a pretty cool video of her looking at the technology that she got for Christmas. Then it was January 17th, and that means she wanted to do like a special video to celebrate her graduation. Now, technically, she graduated on December 17th, but she wanted to wait till Christmas month, so on January 17th, she decided to do a special video where she showed off her first weekend of life at Old Dominion versus her last weekend of life at Old Dominion, and she's planning on doing that later this year. And also, she graduated from Tidewater, and she doesn't really discuss that, but there might be a video in the works related to her graduation from Tidewater. And that'll be later this year. And after that, we got a Fiverr related video. She got her second Fiverr order, and she was like really happy, so she decided to do a short video talking about that. And funny enough, I believe it was a cloning gig, which are popular gigs on her Fiverr page. She has a bunch of gigs like blurring and other editing related stuff, but the most popular gig she has on her Fiverr is cloning, which is one of me right here and none of me right here. Oh, seriously? Anyway, moving on. After that, we got another New Year's related video, and that is a weekend of life resetting for the new year. And she started filming before the ball dropped on December 31st, 2023, and basically showed off the first week of the new year, and which was 2024 at the time. And it was a lot of fun. She cleaned up her room, like deep cleaned it, and then got the desktop set up and took down the Christmas tree, sadly, and had work and basically just reset it for the new year. And she's planning a video like that for 2025. Next video was an extra special video because it was Megan's 25th birthday! Woo! Yes, that's right. It was her birthday once again. She decided to do a little birthday vlog. She didn't really do much. I believe she went to church and then Olive Garden a little later. Not much to film, but she still decided to do a birthday vlog. And it was like a lot of fun, like she said. And as you see behind me, it looks like a lot of fun. Anyway, moving on. It was a very infamous day, and that is because it was the 1-year anniversary of when she got job scammed. Oh! And that infamous day was February 7th, 2023. And because it was the 1-year anniversary of when she got job scammed, she decided to do a 5 tips that she learned after being job scammed video. And it was a pretty useful tip video. Following the theme of top 5 videos, and that is another Fiverr video, but this time she did not get a Fiverr order, but instead she decided to do a 5 tips video for Fiverr. It was basically along the same lines as the last scam video, but about Fiverr, because unfortunately you can sadly get scammed on Fiverr too. Anyway, moving on. We have our first Premiere Pro video. And she decided to do an audio related Premiere Pro video, which means she went over the noise, some basic audio effects, and other stuff related to audio. She didn't go into like the complicated audio stuff, just how to make the video quieter, with audio gain, and then denoise in the video and whatnot. And it was a pretty useful first Premiere Pro video of the year. And then it was an extra special video for Megan, and that's because it was 1 year after she got her black belt in karate. Woo! To celebrate, she decided to do an extra special video where she talked about her karate journey to get her black belt. There was already like a skit where she depicted her journey to get her black belt, but she decided to do a more in-depth video about that to celebrate getting her black belt. And I heard sometime later this year, she might begin her 2nd degree black belt, and there may or may not be a video about that. We'll see later on this year. And then after that, it was time for another Premiere Pro video. This time she went over overlaying. It was a pretty interesting video, showing like the 3 different methods of overlaying and whatnot. And that's all I gotta say about that video. And then even though it was March, she decided to do a Tango related video. And that's because in March, she was like unsure about going back to Tango, and for some reason she thought it would be a good idea to do a video talking about whether if she's going to Tango or not. And as you'll see later on in this video, she eventually decided to go back. We'll get into that later on. And then it was almost time for St. Patrick's Day, so she went to the Shamrock Festival and decided to vlog her time there. She went with her mom and her dad. It was a lot of fun, and she filmed the Scotch band playing. It was a whole lot of fun. And then it was time for our Premiere Pro video once again, and this time it was a cloning video. Not you again. Get out! Whoa, okay. Seriously? Anyway, it was a Premiere Pro cloning video, showing you all the different ways of cloning. Well, mainly the simple ways of cloning, which is one clone here and another clone here. Anyway, moving on. And then it was Easter time, so she decided to do another vlog, kind of like what she did for her birthday. And it was pretty much the same thing. Go to church and see her mom, and that leads us to our next video. Now, this is a very interesting day for Megan. It was like a normal day, pretty much. But the one thing that was not normal was the eclipse of 2024, and wasn't too interesting, but Megan decided to go outside to her backyard, set up her camera, and film the eclipse, which was pretty cool for her to do, and it looks something like this. Even though it didn't get dark like she hoped, it still looks pretty cool. And because of that, she decided to do a little video about the eclipse. And it was time for another Premiere Pro video that was like related to titles. She showed y'all how to make titles on Premiere Pro, which is really easy. And this video is sort of Premiere Pro related video, but it was a Udemy video where she actually found this Premiere Pro course and actually did it for 30 days. And she might do something like that again this year. And also her own Udemy course, so can't wait for that. Anyway, moving on. And then it was Star Wars Day! Woo! And because of that, she decided to do a little Star Wars Day skit. It was a whole lot of fun. She basically showed the different Star Wars fans, and it was so funny, especially that fight at the end with the sequels fan, the prequels fan, and the original fan. Like, it was so funny. And eventually, the sequels fan lost, because, well, the sequels suck. Anyway, moving on. I'm gonna break character for this one, and that's because this video was not an easy video to make. and that was because Precious passed April 30th of last year, and it wasn't easy, and I decided to do a video for her, and just talking about it right now is not easy. Surprisingly, they came in together, but making that video was very hard, but I felt like I had to do it for Precious, because I had it for 16 years, and I just wanted to make a video for her, and yeah, it was not easy. Really miss you, Precious. Anyway, that leads us into the next video. Alright, back in character. This video is a lot heavier than the last video that Megan herself talked about. And that's because it was time for a bully juice workout. For the month of April, she decided to do another bully juice workout. And it's been like 2 years since she did a bully juice workout, and she said she had a lot of fun with this. And this was the first video. I believe it was day 1 to day 12. Because this time around, it was a 21-day bully juice workout challenge, and later this year I heard she has something special related to the bully juice workout, so stay tuned for that. And then as you may know, since 2023 she's been working at Old Dominion doing cameras for sports and whatnot, but occasionally they do other events, and in this such video she did 3 different events like baseball, Taste of India, Access College, and Rock Solid Foundation. She said these events were really fun to do, and she can't wait to do these events again this year. Because of these events taking place in like 3 days, she decided to do a 96 hours video based on these events. And it was time for the second video of the bully juice workout, this time day 11 to day 21, and this video also included results, which I think were pretty good, and she said it was like a really fun workout, and she can't wait to do another bully juice workout when the time comes later this year. And then it was time for the Welcome to Megcart7 channel trailer. She has like a lot of fun doing these videos. Basically, she goes over like recent videos of the year or the last year and makes like a little trailer for the channel with them. It's a pretty cool video. It shows a little bit of her karate videos, her vlogs, her skits, and you name it, she'll show it in this video right here. And that leads us to our next video. She did another Fiverr video, and this time it is actually a Fiverr order video. Yes, that is right, she got a 3rd Fiverr order! Woo! And yet again, it was another cloning related video. I believe it's a little different than the first one, the second one, and that's because instead of being a clone here and clone here, it was more like a clone here and like a clone on the other side of the room. Not sure why the client would like do a clone video like that, but they did. And she actually got another Fiverr order like that. And she might do a video talking about that order later this year. And then it was time for another Premiere Pro video. And this time it was related to a green screen like this one right here. Like this very green screen. Basically, as you see in the video behind me, she's using Premiere Pro to put a video on this green screen right here, and I think it's pretty cool that I'm not like standing in front of a green screen, but in fact I'm standing in front of a video. That's so cool. Anyway, moving on. Anyway, after the green screen Premiere Pro video, it was time for the Copyrigh Karate series to start up once again. And she decided to do that with this trailer right here. And the reason why she started this series again is because Copyrigh Season 6 was coming out, and she heard that this is the last season of Copyrigh. And because of that, she decided to do 3 parts of the series, and this is the trailer for, I guess, all 3 parts. And it was a pretty cool trailer for her to make. And her next video, she said she was going back to Tanko, and it took her a while to like make her decision to like go to Tanko, but by May time she made the decision to go back, and in this video she announced that, and announced that she will be prepping videos for that. After the trailer, and after some non-Cobra Kai Karate Month related videos, it was time for the first episode, Cobra Kai Karate Month Season 5. Ha! And she did a kata refresher video showing off the very first kata, going up to the last kata that she showed within Cobra Kai Karate Month. And it was a really cool video. And this is something she didn't do in 2023, and that is a Chinko haul video. Yes, in this video she showed off everything she got for going back to Chinko. Some stuff she already had from 2023, like the plastic drawer, the book bag, and blankets, I believe. But some of the stuff she had to buy herself in 2024, but she didn't have to buy everything again for 2024. So that's good that she still has some stuff left over from 2023 to go back to Chinko. After the Chinko haul video, it was time for another episode of Cobra Kai Karate Month. And in this second episode of Cobra Kai Karate Month, she had time with no guests on the show, doing the same thing that Karate Guest did. Show off the very first kata she did in the series, and the very last kata she showed off, like within the series. And they were pretty cool katas for Taekwondo guests to show. Taking a little break from Cobra Kai Karate Month videos, we're going back to Chinko related videos. And this time, she showed herself prepping videos for going back to Chinko. And last time she went in 2023, she did a video similar to this, a day in life video. But this time, she decided to do a week in her life video. And pretty cool seeing her prep videos for Chinko. And then it was 4th of July! Woo! And even though it was 4th of July, she was at camp. And even though she was at camp, she was still able to do a 4th of July video. In 2023, she did a skit, but this time she decided to do a vlog because before she went to camp, she actually went to the beach and showed off what she did there, and it was a lot of fun. I would say this time going to the beach was a lot more fun than the first time she went. I'm kind of jealous that Megan went to the beach and I did not, but anyway. Moving on. It was time for the third episode of Cobra Kai Karate Month. And she claimed this is something she could have done a bit earlier in the series, and that is showing you how to put on a karate gi. It's pretty simple, but I think it is helpful to have a how to put on a karate gi video, and also how to tie your belt too. And then it was time for the 4th episode of Cobra Kai Karate Month. And this time, karate guests, Taekwondo guests came up to show y'all how to use karate sais. This is a pretty cool karate weapon, and it was pretty cool to see karate guests and Taekwondo guests team up to do this video. And then it was time for another day in the life video. And before she went to camp, she actually was still working at Old Dominion in June, and she had to film graduations, like high school graduations. And this day that she picked to film was very special to her, and that's because it was the Suffolk high schools, including Kingsport High School, which is the school that she graduated from. And she also ran into old teachers, and she said it was really special to her, and she can't wait for filming other graduations as well. And then it was time for the 5th episode of Cobra Kai Karate Month. This time she decided to do a skit, and it was really fun. Basically, she showed off the different things that could happen within Cobra Kai. It was pretty funny, especially how her Daniel type character jumped into the house trying to beat up her Johnny character. It was so funny. Like, what the heck? Anyway, moving on. It was time for another Premiere Pro video, and this time she did color grading. So she could take any light color she wants and turn it to a different color. Like, wow. It was so cool to see that happen. Anyway, moving on. It was an extra special day for Megcart7, and that's because it was the 14th anniversary of the Megcart7 channel. Woo! Yes, that's right. The Megcart7 channel turned 14, and instead of doing like a big spectacular video like she did in 2023 with Draw My Life or Send My Life, she actually did a sit-down video where she talked about the different accomplishments that she did throughout the 14 years of the channel. And then after a little hiatus of posting videos for like 2 weeks to finish up camp, it was time for the Chinko video. Yes, that's right. In this video, she filmed pretty much all the fun stuff she did at camp, such as seeing deer, zip lining, and other stuff, and it was a whole lot of fun, she said, going back to Shanko for the second time. And even though she had a lot of fun at Shanko, she does not plan to go this year in 2025, but she does hope to go back in the future, but just not in 2025. It was another special day for the channel, as that is because the Megcart7 channel reached 100 subscribers! Woo! Or what Megan calls them, 100 random signers. And this is a big moment for her. Like, she said she came home for a break from Shanko, like a day off or something, and found out that her channel reached 100 subscribers. And she was so happy that when she got back from camp and was no longer going back, she decided to do a special video where she talked about having 100 subscribers on the channel. And then at this point, she was gone from Shanko, she was not going back, but while she was there, she decided to film a little day in the life video. And it was a little different than the usual day in life video because it doesn't start out how it usually does, but it was still a nice, simple day in life video showing off what life was like at Shanko. Even though it was like the big Shanko video, she still wanted to like show what it was like working at Shanko. And then it was time for another Premiere Pro video, and this time it was that was how the blur, just like this. What the heck? I really like my face back, so let's fix that. Whew. Okay, much better. I guess I was right. It is how to blur your face, or how to blur stuff in general. It was pretty cool to see her blur stuff with Premiere Pro. And this video was also filmed at Shanko. That's because she actually got CPR recertified while she was at camp. And the last time she got certified was in 2021, so at camp she had to get recertified. And she wanted to do a video talking about that and showed off what she did, like the CPR course, and then like some first aid stuff, like having like a bandage right here and using like a fake EpiPen. It was pretty cool for her to make this video and talk about what CPR training was like at Shanko. And then it was time for a day in life video, and this time it wasn't at school or camp or whatever, it was at her church. And that was because in August, a few days after camp, she actually did Weekend Wonder, which is this thing that her church does, and she was like the media specialist, carrying around a camera to like film stuff for Weekend Wonder, and she said it was a lot of fun, so she decided to do a video about that on the last day of the event, which was Friday, August 16th, and she filmed herself doing the event and whatnot, and then like other stuff after that. And then it was time for her 4-5 order. Woo! It was a cloning gig once again, and funny enough, she actually worked on this gig after Weekend Wonder, and it was like a lot of fun. And also, she did say that she tried to post a new Copyrigh gig, but unfortunately, Copyrigh was like, oh no, you can only have 4 gigs. So she talked about that, which really sucked, but she still tries to like work on Copyrigh the best she can. And it was September, and usually this is the type of time she does a school-related video, but this time she did something a little different. That is things that happen at the end of summer. Anyway, moving on. Since it was September, it was also time for an extra special video, and that is because it was her 1 year, yes, 1 year of working at Old Dominion. September 2023, she started working at Old Dominion, and she's been there for 1 year, and she has to be there as long as she can, and that's because she has a lot of fun like filming sports and other events, and she hopes to continue that for a long time, and that's what she talked about in the 1 year anniversary video. And then it was time for another Premiere Pro video, and this time it was the Ken's Run effect, which is basically taking an image like this and moving it with key points and whatnot, like basically zoom in and out, or bringing it up and down. And after that, it was time for Halloween Month 2024. Woo! And to kick it off, she did 31 facts about Halloween, and yes, she did this 2023, but there was like so many more facts about Halloween that she decided to do another 31 facts about Halloween video. And then the second video of Halloween month was a skit, and it was really funny, and it was things that happened on Halloween. She went pretty crazy in this video, especially with the fight at the end. She was probably inspired by what she did in that Star Wars video, so she decided to do it again in this video. Anyway, moving on. And then after that, it was time for the third video of Halloween month 2024. And she went to the mountains for the first time since 2020. It was different. She had a lot more fun because she went to this thing, it's a festival that happened, and she also stayed the night, like she did like an overnight trip at the mountains. So today's work on the mountains, and she said it was a whole lot of fun and she hopes to do more traveling in 2025. And then it was finally Halloween! Which means it was time for the worst pumpkin ever video. And she has a lot of fun doing these videos, and I believe this is her 6th time doing it, or 7th time. But she still has a lot of fun doing this kind of video, and she can't wait to do it for 2025. And usually after the Halloween video, Megan destroys the pumpkin, but for 2024, she actually did a video before that, and that is a Copyrigh Karate Month video, and that's because it was time for part 2 of Copyrigh Karate Month Season 5. And to kick that off, she decided to do a Halloween-related Copyrigh Karate Month skit. And that basically shows things that happen in Copyrigh versus things that happen in real life. She made a Halloween theme because it was Halloween month, and it was really funny because there was another drastic fight that happened at the end. I think this was funnier than the original Halloween skit, but yeah, it was really funny, especially with the supposed black belt character running out and saying don't be there. It was so funny, and she hopes to do a funny skit like that again this year. And then we're back on track with the usual Halloween festivities, and that is the destroying the worst pumpkin ever of 2024. And she has a lot of fun doing this video too, and it was really messy as you can imagine because it was a pumpkin. This time, the pumpkin actually made it to after Halloween. Remember, for 2023, she actually had to buy these smaller pumpkins because her original pumpkin sadly didn't make it till after Halloween. It's pretty cool to see the actual pumpkin get destroyed. And then I feel like she's already done like a video based on this, but she went back to Copyrigh Karate Month and did the basics of karate. And she discussed different basics, I believe, but these are the basics that karate guests and taekwondo guests share. So they did this video together. Anything from taking off your shoes on the mat, bowing when you walk in, and bowing to each other, basically. And another stuff she talked about in this video. And then it was time for another Copyrigh Karate Month video. And in this video, she actually went over 2 new katas. These 2 new katas were called Beyond and As I Show. These katas were like pretty cool to watch her do. Anyway, moving on. It was time for another day in the life video. And it was also related to church. And that's because in October 2024, she started acolyting at church, and what she did exactly was get dressed in this like nice robe, as you see right here, and carry a book, the gospel book. So basically she was doing it as a gospel bearer, and she wanted to do like a day in the life. It was like a whole lot of fun for her to do. Was a little nervous at first, but she got through it and decided to do the day in the life video. And December was actually a really busy time for her with acolyting. She did it 3 times when normally you only do it once. It was a whole lot of fun for her to do. And then it was time for the last episode of Copyrigh Karate Month Season 5. She did a review about Copyrigh Season 5 and Season 6 Part 1. And the reason why she waited till this season of Copyrigh Karate Month to do that is because in 2022, Season 5 was not out yet. It was getting ready to come out, so she couldn't review the season. So she did it this season. But whenever Part 3 comes out, she'll review all seasons of Copyrigh Karate Month. So stay tuned for that. And then it was time for another Premiere Pro video. And the last one of the year. And this one was playing hey, Megcart7, come here! What do you want? Are you gonna punch me? Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna punch you first. I got you. I was supposed to punch you! Whatever, get out of here. Yeah. As you can tell, it was how to punch yourself with Premiere Pro video. And funny enough, she got punched into Christmas month 2024. And she literally got punched into Christmas month 2024. And that's because the next video is actually the first episode of Christmas month 2024. And she did another 25 facts about Christmas. So kind of like another 31 facts about Halloween video. She did a Christmas facts video in 2023, but she brought it up again in 2024. And then, like last year, she went to the Nouvelle Lune parade, and she didn't really have the best year like 2023, but she still decided to film the Grand Illumination Parade, and it was a whole lot of fun. And then, like the worst pumpkin ever tradition, she decided to do the worst gingerbread house ever video, and this was a whole lot of fun, and she decided to do something a little different than her normal basic gingerbread house. She actually did a Star Wars themed gingerbread house. It was really cool for her to make, but it seemed a little harder than the basic gingerbread house, but she still did it, and it looked pretty cool at the end. And then, well, it was time to destroy the worst gingerbread house ever, and this video was really fun, but she had to keep it within the box that I was in, because unlike the pumpkin, the stuff on the gingerbread house wasn't really safe to eat for the dogs, so she had to keep it safe in the box. But it was still really fun for her to destroy the gingerbread house. And technically, this is the last video of 2024 because, well, next video was a little late. It was not posted within 2024, but we're still gonna count that in this list. And that is the Christmas video. Yes, that's right. This video was not posted in 2024, and that's because Megan decided to film and edit it on December 31st, which she could have finished it in time, but she had stuff to do, like therapy and work, so she could not finish it, and instead it came out on January 1st. But for the case of this video, it's still going to be the last video of 2024. And it's the usual look at that stuff for Christmas video, which was a lot of fun for her to do. And it's a perfect way to end off 2024. 2024 was a whole lot of fun, but I think it's time to go back to 2025. Alright, I guess we're back at 2025. It was a whole lot of fun looking at all those videos, and as you can tell, a lot more videos in 2024, but I'm gonna have Megan talk about that. So, with that being said, it's time for the outro. See y'all in the next Megcart7 Rewind. Bye. Alright y'all, that's the end of the video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all enjoyed taking a look at the Rewind for 2024. 2024 was a lot of fun. I had a lot of happy times within 2024, like Chanko, the mountains, and some other stuff that happened in 2024. It was just a whole lot of fun, and I think I did pretty good with videos too. Like, in 2023, I believe I only did like 56 videos, but this year I actually did almost 70 videos. Playlist is a little off, so I will have to fix that, but I believe I got like 70 videos within 2024. The playlist is like missing some videos, but yeah, I think somewhere around there. Like, what? Not as many as 2020, because I was doing the workout every day, but wow, that's still a lot of videos. And I think some series helped, like notably the Copyrigh series, and I think there's like another series too. I mentioned it in Rewind, but yeah, it was a good year with videos and whatnot, and outside of YouTube too. Like this camera, my desktop, and the ring light have really helped me out throughout 2024 with videos, and I hope to continue using them for a long time. And yeah, it was just a fun year, and something I like to do for every New Year's video is the Toon Buddy thing to see how this year was, so here's a clip of that. As of now, I don't remember how many subscribers I had starting the year, but it went up to like 100, and now it's like 111. Like, what? I can't believe I had that many subscribers. I don't think it was anywhere near that at the beginning of the year, but in the Toon Buddy clip, you probably could have saw how much I had, like, at the start of the year, but wow. And then the videos, like, I already know that I had like 56 videos or something like that. And then this year, like, it went up higher than that. Like, what? The only bad thing I had to say about 2024 was Precious. That was really hard and not easy talking about in this Rewind because I did post a video about her. But I got through it and had a good year after that. But yeah, I can't believe it's 2025 already. Like, part of me still feels like it's 2024, but it's not. It is literally January 2nd of 2024. 2025. Like, I can't believe that already. Like, wow. Time flew in 2024. There were some days where it didn't feel like it was like flying, but then there was like some days where it just felt fast. And I think because of that, that's why it doesn't feel like 2025 already. Like, the first few days of a year doesn't feel like it's that year until later on in the year. That was the New Year's rewind for 2024. Again, as y'all saw, it was a lot of fun. Like, I had like a lot of fun this year with videos and whatnot, and probably gonna say that every year, but yeah, this year was a lot of fun. And that being said, we're gonna end the video here. I hope you all enjoyed, and don't forget to keep on signing. Bye!